Hello everyone, and welcome back to Megaman X. Now we're going to be heading over to the easiest boss fight, Spark Mandrill. Normally this stage is filled with all sorts of electric contraptions, like the floor is electrified sometimes. But since we did Storm Eagle first, all the lights are actually going to be flickering on and off. That can make this stage a little more tricky on your first playthrough, but it's honestly not that bad. I say that as I get hit by all the ones that you usually dodge when you've played this game so many times. This mini-boss is significantly easier now that we've taken out the power, because normally he would be able to hook up top there and he'd be shooting electricity down, and he has way more health, but now he went down real easy. There's lots of these spinny enemies here. These guys on the wheels. They're rather annoying. These turrets can be annoying as well, but they're not too bad. Unlike these turtle guys, they got tons of health, but they don't really move anywhere, so... This one's a little tricky to get. You need to have the dash boots, but... It's not like there's any repercussion for missing. I'm not really worried about health going into Spark Mandrill, because the boss fight's so easy when you have his weakness. It's kind of sad, really. Speaking of which, here we are. I have never not fought Spark Mandrill with his weakness, without it. However I'm supposed to say that. But yeah, as you can see, not even gonna let him have the oh, never mind. If I'm timing this right, then he won't even get the chance to hit me, but what do you know? Either way, easy fight. Gonna take a slurp of water. Remember to stay hydrated, gamers. Now we've got the spark shot. Electric spark. My bad, that's Megaman 3. From here on, we will be going in weakness order. Starting next with Armored Armadillo. This is one of my personal favorite stages in the game, just because you're riding all these carts and you can send yourself flying like that. It's a good time. And Armadillo's weapon that you get from him is really good. I'm a fool. I'm an absolute buffoon. I don't know why I would do that. There's also a fun Easter egg you can find right there. You passed it, but we'll be coming back to it later. Or at least I will. I will be using this area to grind for sub-tank health, because it's the easiest place to do so. But just not right now, because, well, I don't have all the sub-tanks yet. I'm gonna wait for this guy to pass, because as you saw earlier, that is insta-kill. But if you go all the way back this way, you can also just climb back up the wall before he starts, but there's a sub-tank over here. Oh, lucky. Oh, almost got through that without taking damage. Oh, missed that one up, that's too bad. Flew a little far there, but we're gonna kill this guy before he gets too far. Flame Mammoth's weapon is always best to do that, because if you let him get too far, it's not possible to get to that heart container. Now this area always lags super hard. But here we go to Sparkman to Armored Armadillo. I know where we are. We're going to be using Sparkmandral's weapon. They take him out. Normally all the armor on his body would do that. It'll just make it so all weapons you shoot at him, not from the front, won't do any damage. But when you shoot him with Sparkmandral's weapon, all of his armor goes away, and well, he just gets kinda owned. I got a really good pattern. He didn't try flying around all over the place as you saw him do at the beginning of the fight. That can happen and slow down the fight a lot. But if he just stands there and keeps shooting, then he'll go down in no time. Rolling Shield, that's the weapon we just got, is probably one of the best in the game. It's also the weakness for Launch Octopus. This is my least favorite fight. It's really hard not to take damage during it. He's shooting missiles and stuff all over the place, but we'll talk about that more when we get there. This stage is also pretty rough on your first time playing. Because of the mini-boss. The two mini-bosses, which are the same. This guy is rather annoying to fight. Mashing as hard as I can. This one's not as bad as the upcoming one. You stay inside of those fish boys too long, they will hurt you. And you can already see why this one's much more difficult, because in addition to the enemies that it's launching out at you, it is also pushing and pulling you away into the spike pits. If you want to give yourself an easier time, you can just use Storm Tornado to do a decent amount of damage, but I've always just mashed through. I've never died like that before. That's the first time that's happened. But thankfully, I get to fight it again. I'm so happy. Oh, we did his little enemies twice. Oh, he's doing them a lot. That's nice. That will buy a little faster. And this time, I'm not gonna die there, because, wow. Now you see these missiles, these bombs coming down? You can actually come up here and take this guy out which will sink this, and you'll be heading down into this secret area. Well, you'll be fighting this guy, who goes down in about 2 seconds with Storm Tornado. You do have to beat him in order to get this heart tank. So, if you don't have Storm Tornado, you can just jump on his back and start mashing away. But it's way faster with this weapon. Now we gotta fight him again right here. And he goes down in about the same amount of time. Couple more sucky boys before we get to the boss himself. And oh boy, let's hope I don't get kinda bodied by Launch Octopus. When he's doing this, his little spinny attack, he's completely invincible, so don't even bother. Yeah, see how that was supposed to hit him, but it just didn't. And don't be underneath it, because he will start draining your health if you get caught by him there. It's real easy to get away if you have the dash, though. But that's Launch Octopus. Honestly, it wasn't that bad, so. And now we have a homing torpedo, which will send us over to Boomer Kawanger. Now, I know a Kawanger or whatever is supposed to be a type of beetle, like a Japanese beetle or something, but all us Americans over here seeing this for the first time is just like, what the heck is a Kawanger? Oh, I almost got through that without taking damage. Now this section's fun, and by fun I mean I'm just gonna plow through it with no regard to my health whatsoever. If you want to get through there without taking damage, you just have to avoid the red laser trips. Flame Mammoth's weapon takes care of these big guys super quickly. Now if you charge up Rolling Shield, it gives you a normal shield. And it's basically anything that can be one-shot by standard Rolling Shield will get one-shot by this as well. But anything that doesn't will make the shield go away. So you always gotta be mindful of where you're running. Though it will stay up for this entire tower climbing segment, which is really nice. Oh, I climbed a little weird up that ladder just now. Yeah, see how it got rid of it there? It's because it takes 2. Now, that heart container is possible to get without using what I'm going to be using right now, which is Chill Penguin's charged up attack. But I have no idea how to... Wow, I'm so good. I'm so good at this game. Second try with weapon, wow. Okay, I was gonna be real upset with myself if I didn't get that. And here we go into Boomer Kawinger. Say that 5 times fast. Since the torpedoes home in on him, you don't really have to aim. Just make sure you shoot it when he's not still in invincibility frames. He's honestly not a hard fight at all. I say as I almost die. That's great. Lastly, we'll be going to get, going up against Sting Chameleon as the last Maverick. But before we go there, we're gonna do some cleanup on the other stages. We'll be heading back to Chill Penguin stage to go get a heart tank that we couldn't get before. Oh, you can thread that. Ow. Ooh, that was smooth. Ooh, sick movement. Aw, not a sick movement. This segment is wonderful as always. Hello again, mech suit. Goodbye again, mech suit. You can break these with Flame Mammoth's weapon, and bam! There we are. You can also break this one, but it doesn't have anything in it. Now we're just gonna leave. You can only use that escape level option once you've beaten the stage. Let's head back to Spark Mangel's stage real quick to go and get the last sub-tank. Don't care, just moving by, excuse me, pardon me. You need Boomer Kawinger's weapon in order to get that last sub-tank. Now all that's left is the last armor piece, the chest piece, which halves all damage that you take, and one last heart container. So now we'll have health that is the same as all the bosses, which is really nice. Don't care, excuse me, leaving behind everyone, okay? There are some Mets that hang out in the water, and it's really adorable to see them, like, popping out with their little camouflage. There's the last heart tank. You do need the dash in order to get there, so... But if you climb up this wall... Uh-oh! Get trapped in with this big boy. He looks suspiciously like Otto from the classic series. And he's gonna do the tried and true method of jumping back and forth until he gets you. Which, good work. This is supposed to be like a guardian for the last armor piece, and, yeah, Dr. Light really programmed this one right. Just gonna keep doing that as long as you keep going to the opposite side. If you get too close, he's gonna try and grab you, which is really annoying. I don't know which way is faster, doing this or, like, dodging the grabs. He doesn't do all that much damage, from what I can remember. It's not doing any damage to me right now, obviously, but... Yeah, this just goes on for a little while. He doesn't have a health bar. You can tell how much health he has left by those puffs of smoke. He went from having only 1 to 2. I believe there's going to be a third one that shows up. Or maybe he'll just die. Nah, just 2. With that, we get the final armor piece. So now all damage we take is halved. And wow, is that great because of my playstyle of running through everything like an absolute maniac. Doesn't let us move from this screen for a second. Normally that would have done way more damage. But thanks, armor piece. Now I don't take nearly as much. With that, we have every item in the game. Other than the last Maverick weapon, of course. And now we're actually going to use the mech suit to get through this last section. I wish in this game you could, like, take a mech suit into the refight with Vile, because spoilers, you're fighting him again later. But you can't do that in this game. You can do it in a different game, though. And here we are with Sting Chameleon. This fight is almost laughably easy, so watch me mess it up real bad. With his weapon, you just kinda back and forth, back and forth. Easy does it. And there it goes. Easy business. Now, before we leave off today, I am going to go, oh yeah, and Zero's like, hey, I did it, I found Sigma's Fortress, let's go head off to the last stages. But we're not doing that just yet. We're not going up against the Big Bald. We're going to be heading back to Armored Armadillo stage. This is the best stage to grind for sub-tank health in this first section here. Because of this bad boy, too. This is actually an enemy from Megaman 8. He's the only bat that looks this way, and he's got a really high chance of dropping a 1-up. So if you ever feel like you're running low on lives, you can come and snag one from him. Just try not to touch him while he's inside of his little idle state, because he will get rid of this shield. You can only have 9 lives at a time too, so be wary of that. I will be cutting past all of this, or like speeding it up, so you don't have to watch me filling up my sub-tanks. Okay, and now we're back. Now with full sub-tanks. Now we're going to be going to get the secret weapon of this game. The first 3, or I guess 4 Mega Man, or 5, the first 5 X games have a secret weapon for you to get. And in this game, it is the Hadouken from Street Fighter. Now, it's really weird how you're supposed to get it, but I guess that's the point of it being an Easter egg. You have to have all the heart containers, all the armor pieces, all of the everything from this game, and full sub-tanks, which is why I did that now instead of later. Come on, gonna get this guy before he gets there. Aw, mashing madman. Now in this segment, all you have to do is ride this to the end of the stage. But instead of going into the boss room, you jump up here, grab whatever pellets up here, and then kill yourself. You'll end up right before the little mashing segment again, which I'm not going to do. And you just repeat this process, I believe, 4 or 5 times. You have to make sure to get whatever the pellet that's up there. Otherwise, it won't work. So you can skip over it, but you gotta grab it. Once you do it enough times, a Dr. Light capsule will appear, and he'll give you Hadouken. And he'll be dressed as a Street Fighter character, as Ryu specifically. This can also be a good place to grind for sub-tank energy, but the other place is just more consistent. I believe either this time that we go now or the time after, he'll be there. Let's go get this bread. Slow down. Alright, this next time he'll be there, I swear. That's also why you want to grab all those lives from the bat enemy at the grinding spot. Because you do need to have enough lives to do this. Ow. More epic slow down. Here we are. I give you a special present. Now enter the capsule, please. Now we've got Hadouken. He even says Hadouken when he does it, which is funny because of his high-pitched voice. You send it off the same way you would in normal Street Fighter with quarter circle up attack. But that's all for now. I could have used the leave stage option, but I just went down here instead. We'll be saving the game progress. And next time, we will be heading into Sigma Stage 1, which is, whoo baby, my least favorite stage in the game. See you then.